The Danger Days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the Danger Days of Veerden. The Danger Days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the Danger Days of Veerden. The Danger Days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the Danger Days of Veerden. The Danger Days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden, the danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden, the danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden, the danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden, The danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden. The danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden. The danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Vir to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Vir, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Virden. The danger days of Virden. Magic has been lost to the Vir. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, The danger days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Veerden. The danger days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source poured its essence into this world has been depleted, cut off, or lost, leaving the people of the Veer to move through life unaided by even the simplest of spells. That is, most people, anyway. Some have tapped into new sources, leeching the life from the land and inviting dangers into the Veer, the likes of which none have ever seen. Luckily, these few are swiftly dealt with by the wardens, indiscriminate soldiers of the Senate, charged to maintain the balance of nature. In the danger days of Veerden. The danger days of Veerden. Magic has been lost to the Veer. Whatever source
You could
poured its essence
play a
into
rerun.
this
I did,
world
but I'm doing
has
things.
been
Hi,
depleted,
everyone. Our
cut
stream should be
off,
starting
or
soon.
lost,
Oh, they
Welcome.
can
leaving
hear
the
us.
people of
Nice.
the Veer to move through life.
Hello, people. Hello, adventurers. Today we journey from Erenar, Eramar, Arima,
Rima.
I don't know.
the
Did I
land
think-
of the Australian that don't actually exist in
Arima.
the fantasy world.
Erema.
Erema.
No, I think it'd still be
I
Erema.
think it's Erema.
You come from Erema. You know,
Erema.
It doesn't really change.
Erema. It doesn't change from Erema. That's not Australian, is it? It's not quite.
No,
It's not quite Australian.
No, yes, I don't know if I just picked out a hard or made up a hard town name, or if you guys just can't grasp it with your tongues, with your tongues.
I have very good
Ugh.
grasping ability with my tongue.
Do you? That's your teeth, bro.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't do that. That's pretty good.
What did you do? Do it again.
No, where are all my D20s? Oh, they're there. We're good. We're good. I got all my D20s.
Well, look into my soul, Will, and I'll show you. Triplet. I have triplet.
Ah,
I can roll it.
So this is an exciting stream. Wow.
yeah. Maybe we
Well,
should
viewers.
We're gonna,
Hello.
we're gonna start saying that we're gonna start it at 6:30. I think it's the.
No, don't say that because then Cody will be.
I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. We'll advertise it. 13, 11, 20.
Advertise
That's
it
good.
at 6, and then we start at 6:30.
Yeah, exactly.
Plan on starting at 6:30.
Boom.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be checking in on Twitch to make sure.
Twitch chat.
Yeah, I'm going to check on the Twitch chat for a bit before we begin here to see if anyone's actually anythinging. Where's the thing that lets me see all the things?
0 people.
Zero people. All right. That's fine.
One person.
One person, probably been
That's me.
2 people, 0 viewers. All right, well that's good. That's good. We're getting ready for it. That's fine. We can jabber for a little bit here. I had the timer up. We'll see if anything happens. We only got 4 followers, and maybe because we are auto-hosted on Ben's channel where he is famous for Beat Saber.
Is he actually famous for the saber?
I'm famous within the realm of Beat Saber, which is not that big yet. But there's 50,000 copies sold of Beat Saber in 2 weeks.
Wait, are you actually famous?
Oh yeah, I'm on the top 10 leaderboards. Like people know my name in the community.
Yeah. People know my name in the community too. They're like, hey, avoid that guy.
Do you stream yourself doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stream myself playing it, but I just found that there's more interest in custom maps. So I made a song.
Hello, viewers that just joined us. We are currently waiting on our 4th member to start streaming. So we figure we just jabber and talk here for a bit. Ben
Jab.
has been doing Beat Saber for the past little bit and is pretty dope-tastic on it. Oh, you're sharing your video. Cool. Is that
So
the one
that's
you
my
made?
video that's my custom one. Yeah, I have a few videos that are like full combo, top first place global, but it's not like the community's really excited about custom songs. So because you only have 10 songs that came with the game.
Oh, really? That's it. So it's all
yeah,
about
well,
custom songs.
It's early access.
Can-
So
Wait, did you make this song?
I made the beat map to it. So I mapped out all the beats. Took me about 12 hours
So
to make it and then do the lighting in the background. So I did the whole video.
How do they how do you get the rights for that? Because I see that maybe being a problem because you're do you have to have the song in order to download your map for it, or can you just
YouTube said there was a comment because it flagged it, right? Because it knew the content. But it was
I'm talking about how the people that make the game.
Oh no. They want this.
I know they do, but I'm
want
just saying
people to make custom games.
how do they get the rights to it?
They're still figuring it out. Some people suggest that they're gonna do Spotify API or YouTube API,
So they
and then you can pretty much use any. Yeah. So you can use any video that's on YouTube, kind of thing. But it hasn't come out yet, like what they're gonna do. But I don't think there's a problem with copyright because YouTube flagged it, but they said you just can't monetize it.
Okay.
They were like the author has agreed to let you reshare it, but you can't monetize.
Oh, and they probably will monetize your video, and they'll get
Yeah, they might put an ad on it. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta grab my notebook because that's important.
All right.
But yeah, I made that song, and it has 2,071 views. It blows my mind. 42 people liked it, and it had about at least 1,000 downloads, for people to play it.
Are you playing this? Are you playing your map?
Yeah.
Is this a video of you playing it?
Yep. Isn't that crazy, dude? 2,000 views.
How long did you make it?
2,000 views since I released it Saturday night. So essentially, It's been out for a day and a half now.
That's pretty sweet.
And the community really loves it. I got like
Yo, what up, Cody?
so many people on Reddit talking to me about it.
All right.
Or was Reddit something? What?
I was just showing off my custom song that I made for Beat Saber because I freaking love this game.
All right. Dope-tastic. Hi guys, how's your Monday?
Hey everyone. I worked.
Hey Cody.
Out before I got out before we started.
Word.
Hey Cody, I got extra webcam if you want it.
Okay. This one's like a 2010 720 studio quality Microsoft.
Mine's 720. I guess it's Studio 2. It's a Logitech.
This one's a micro. I'm not pretty sure.
May as well try it.
It just doesn't want to work.
I don't know. Oh, do you think that your headset mic might be better quality than the cam mic?
It's a possibility.
Heyo.
No. All right, let me make sure.
Yeah, try and get it working.
Oh, do you think that your... Okay, cool. Ooh, my bit rate dropped real quick. Unstable. Balls.
All right. Are we ready?
Not yet.
Nope.
Camera, microphone.
Can you hear me chomping on chips?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
No cursing on my... Never mind.
Is that better?
Old meme.
We should be pretty stable. No.
Still hear it.
You still hear it, yeah. Most definitely.
I'm sorry, screen.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's good.
I like that.
Better?
Yeah. See if we can...
You can turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, if you could turn yourself up a little bit, the quality, though, is much better.
How to turn myself up?
Just be in your settings, sound settings in the bottom right. Your recording devices. Actually, I don't know. Configure.
I don't see sound settings anymore.
Customize your room. Nope, can't do that. Oh, nope. That just mutes you. We just muted Ben. Ben muted himself. I don't know.
He's all the way up.
Let me open my still series. Maybe I can do something from its
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
driver.
whoop, 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 whoop.
If not, just switch back over to the cam mic because you are loud enough.
While you figure that out, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Hello, viewers. We're just getting some technical issues taken care of, and then we will shortly begin. All right. This. Hey, while we wait, if anyone's looking for anything to read, I would highly suggest almost any book by Terry Pratchett. It may or may not have any sort of influence on how I run this campaign. I'm currently reading the Mort series, or the Death series, I guess it would be. Mort being the first book in that. And it is hilarious and fantastic. The best depiction of death that I have ever read in a novel. I highly suggest it. No, we are not sponsored by Terry Pratchett. That would be dope. But nor are we sponsored by whoever, Harper Fiction. But thank you, Harper Fiction, for printing these. And a physical book. Can't beat it.
What if I'm just louder?
Yeah, that's good.
So I just talk louder.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Um,
I opened the settings and it's like I had everything in the driver set to a higher speaking volume. So
hold
but I
the
couldn't,
cord up
like-
for a second.
question mark?
Well, I'm not certain if that's... Hang on. I don't know where we're getting interference from. If I mute you, I don't hear it anymore, but it sounds like it's rubbing against something. I think your webcam's fine for now.
Is it gone?
Yes. It's catching your hair.
Are you breathing in the mic?
I had a fan because it's
Hey, he sounds good now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll periodically switch my fan on too. It's better that you're comfortable. So if you want that on, just switch back over to your camera mic. Because I don't want
All right,
you. I don't want you sweating up a storm. I
Let's
know
see how
I'm
this
gonna be.
so I'll make the microphone the cam.
You know what's
All right.
weird? The quality on your camera went down when you switched the audio to it. I don't know. Whatever. It's all good because you still look good on the stream because it's small enough. All right. You guys ready to get into it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does anyone want to give a summary of last time, or shall we roll for it?
I don't want to. I hate speaking.
Will was pretty good last time.
But I'll do it if you ask me.
Will, do you want to do it again?
We should just roll for it.
Yep, roll for it.
All right. Yeah, you guys roll for it. Whoever gets the lowest gives the recap.
I'm probably
Natural-
going to do it because
just
I'm
gonna-
eating.
All right, I rolled a 22
I rolled a 15.
How'd you roll a 22?
because I'm rolling a 40-sided dice.
What? Oh, you rolled a strength save, so you rolled a 4. Will rolled a 4. What'd you roll, Ben?
15.
15. Cody, what you got?
Got a 9.
All right. Will, do the honors.
Sweet. So, after fighting the little chimeras, is that what they were? No, kobolds.
Kobolds, yeah.
After fighting the kobolds in the previous episode, we start our adventure after looting the tower. I find a pair of boots that I do not know how to tune to, and by I mean Jonan finds a pair of boots that he
Skip
doesn't
ahead.
know how to tune to. Okay, all right. Anyway, so they march forward into the marsh and come upon 3 snakes, giant snakes. They can't tell what it is. They realize that there's someone in the water. Jonan tries to sneak up, but unfortunately, it being Jonan, he notices someone's drowning and says, "We got to save them." Anyways, so they fight and kill the snakes, badly injured, but they rescue the what it turns out to be a boy by stepping on his chest very hard.
Boy.
And that's all we got to accomplish. Then we went to sleep.
I mean, that's relatively accurate, except for the part that you also woke up at midnight and had a conversation with the child.
Oh yeah, the conversation about the child. Okay, so turns out that it was him and another little girl who we know to be Vera's child. We know that to be Vera's kid, and he is scared of the hobgoblin, which is Ben's character.
Woo! All right, yeah, that'll...
Kura Kubrick, that's his name.
I think. Well, you just know Kura.
No, he said it several times
Did he?
at this point.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. I think that has us predominantly
Yes.
caught up. So you guys are here, little after midnight. The nearly full moon rests in the sky and shines down a decent bit of light on you. The fog, which has kind of been flowing in and out of relative thickness, grows thicker and blankets the marsh around you. What do you do? With the boy here and you there. Oh, shoot. I muted Ben because he was chewing chips.
What? I muted myself and then I just unmuted. I said, you missed it, but I was like, look, fog, blanketing the marsh.
Yes.
As if I were listening to the narrator, or if I knew what the narrator was saying.
Clouds blanket in the marsh. That's what the narrator's saying.
Kura has his hawk, right?
Yes, Kura does have a hawk.
I sent him off on a scouting mission. Well, no, I already did that, but he couldn't see much, he said.
Yeah, he does not have night vision or dark vision
Okay.
because he's a hawk.
Do I have to feed this hawk?
You tell me. You are the
I don't know,
expert
'cause I just
on hawk
summoned it.
summoning.
Okay. Well, then I will look at roll
If
20.
If it's not ethereal or ethereal, however you decide to pronounce that word,
I think it's ethereal.
I think it's ethereal. And actually, one of my professors in an English course told me I was wrong. But then I was like, you know what? It's a made-up word to begin with, so I can say it however I want to. I didn't say that because then I probably would have gotten a bad grade, but whatever.
I can say whatever I want. Yeah, there it is. Well, I can read it. Gain the surface of a familiar.
No, you
appearing
don't,
in a space.
you don't have to feed it. You're fine.
All right.
Dope.
So
I offer it a crumb.
It eats it.
And then I chuckle because he doesn't need food.
Jonan turns to his compadres and says, "Okay, where do we go next?"
I think how soft-spoken he is until...
Is the kid still like scared of me?
The
I'm going to
kid...
assume yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are we where we were last, where the kid is like staring at me away from, he walked away, or he's hiding behind
He's basically...
Wolf?
He has some sort of trust built with Joshua.
Joshua,
He
that's
still
his
is
name.
keeping a very close eye on Kura.
Okay.
And appears to not really pay much attention to Jonan, which is probably a good thing because if he did, chest stomping might ensue for some reason.
I look a little lost in thought. And then I look at the boy and I ask him, wait, so he thinks it's me.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
thinks
right.
something's you.
Ooh, we forgot
He
that in
thinks
the recap.
I am the leader of the zombies. Or I'm controlling the zombies is what he thought last, right?
He was pleading with you not to take him back.
Oh yes,
That's where we left off.
Basically.
right now Joshua's I forgot about that part in the recap. Joshua's suspicious of the hobgoblin.
No, the child. Oh,
No, you're not.
The child is.
Oh, the child is, so we're not suspicious anymore. Okay.
I asked the kid, language.
There's a kid around. Quit.
There's I'm lost in thought. I'm sorry. I want to ask him something. I just don't know what to ask him.
What would Kura do?
So you think it's me? I ask him.
At you asking this question, he turns to Joshua and looks at you with very concerned eyes.
I set my hand on his shoulder and I tell him everything's fine. Don't worry. And I look to Kura, and I tell him right now might not be the best time to push the issue.
Okay, and then I say, well, I do know, I have heard of another hobgoblin in these parts that may be maybe a part of this.
I look to the kid, try and gauge his reaction. Does he believe him at all, or is he still like, nah, you're the bad guy?
He still seems pretty intent on not believing or listening to anything that Kura says.
Okay. I tell him in time Kura will prove his loyalty.
Are you trying to persuade him, or are you just...
Yeah, sure, I'll roll
All right,
persuasion.
roll persuasion.
I like how immediately Ben was like, ah! 24.
That is a nice hand on the shoulder right there.
A
comforting embrace.
He
Boy.
he seems steadied, and he stands very slowly, holding both his stomach and his ribs. And he walks a few steps towards you, Kura, and peers at you and says, You must be him. I don't... maybe some things are different, but... Right, this is it right here. Got to remember Australian. Australian kid. I got to remember that.
He instantly changes.
Like, it's just English. It's easier that way. All right, so maybe there are some things that are different, but I really think I can't. And then he kind of sees the creases in your forehead and the scowl lines across your face, and seems to calm some. And turns back to you, Joshua, and says, maybe they're different people, but they look so much the same.
I want to tell the kid that's racist, but...
Got these people in a rema.
Super racist.
Maybe he's never seen one of my kind before.
I
shrug.
enforce them. I say, fear not. I assure you, they are separate.
He nods and then asks, do any of you have something to eat?
I hand my crow a little piece of food. I'm not sure what I'm handing him, but I tell my hawk to go fly over to him and
You
crouch, grab his shoulder and give him food.
Whatever kind of rations that you might have. So take a days of rations out of it, and he sends it over. It's the 15 feet, and just the hawk has it in its beak. Looks at the boy, looks back at you, looks at the boy, just drops it on the ground, and then flutters back over to you.
How big is this hawk?
It's an average.
I don't know.
size.
He's probably big. Probably scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. How big's this kid? If I saw a hawk flying towards me, I'd probably lose my shit.
The kid seems oddly all right with it. After everything that's happened in the swamp, you feel that his resolve might have been increased. Now, giant snakes, normal-sized hawk, it's not a big deal.
Attaboy.
We should let's go find this.
I agree.
Let's go. Talk to
Let us go find this hobgoblin. There's my accent.
I wanted to talk to this child about that, actually.
About his accent. It is a weird one.
Yeah, it's in and out between two different ones.
Oops.
I asked him if he can tell me if he was with other people before he was ensnared by the snakes.
If you recall, he did mention the night before that he was taken to the manor by the group and that he was with Lorna. But upon asking him this, he looks at you and says, I was with a group and they had taken us and made us march across the swamp and they took us to the manor. But then before I went down the steps, I was able to slip free and I made my way back here and then I ran into the snakes.
All right. I ask him if he remembers the way to the manor.
He nods and proceeds to give you the directions. And for the most part, it's relatively straightforward. But he does note to you, just keep straight on those directions. But the only really confusing part is you've got to turn right at the large rotting tree to find the place where they took me, to find the manor.
I nod to him.
Ah!
Oh,
He nods.
He
and
nodded
he's gone.
and left. I nod. Time to go. Forward.
I wonder if he realizes he is
He'll
out.
realize
Yeah.
it in a second. He probably closed his window.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, that was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Let in. Excuse me.
Wow.
The boy bets.
Hey.
Hello.
I have no idea what happened.
That's right. So you all take note of the directions. They're easy enough to follow. And the light that the moon is casting between the wisps of fog that obscure everything periodically, that shadow everything periodically, I should say. You could make out how the land curves in and out of the marsh water and across the rest of the direction that he's pointing you in.
Okay, guys, this is pretty straightforward. Let's just get on with it.
You're free to go.
Kura nods. Kura starts to get up.
The boy flinches a little bit, but seems predominantly fine.
Dusts himself off.
Are we taking the boy with us?
At that, the boy says, I can't go back. I don't know what, I can't defend myself. Look at me. I'm like 4 foot tall. How tall is a kid? That's how tall I am.
You talk.
No, learn today, boy. I take out my throwing axe and I hand it to him.
He does not take it.
You will need this, whether or not you want to use it. You're gonna need it.
I would prefer to go back to town if that's at all possible. I think I could make my way now. I'll take the axe with me, but go that direction, as he points in the opposite way that he pointed you.
That's
Okay.
fine. Just keep it on you.
Tell him Kura mentions the lizard folk.
Yeah, that's right.
If you run into lizard folk, tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
They will give you safe passage.
He nods.
Yeah. He's not gonna be able to communicate with them.
Maybe you should stay with us, boy.
Oh, and if you see a limp kobold, just kill him.
Oh God.
His face
There are many dangers. You should stay with us, boy.
his face seems very unsure, Kratos. And
Did I turn into Kratos?
Yeah, he turned into dad and boy.
and he just kind of looks at all three of you, basically inching his way, but seems like he's waiting for permission to leave.
Bye.
How old is this boy?
You would estimate he's probably around 10.
Honestly, I'm just trying to think of something
I-
to give him to show to the lizard people that
I
shows
say-
that he lives with us, and then send him off.
I grab his arm
Cody,
and I say,
roll a d20 for me, please.
oh,
Go ahead and let Kura do his thing too. Got an 8.
Can't help you.
I grab his arm.
Boy. do you know? We just saved your life, boy.
Damn it! It is Kratos.
Kura Kivreka, we just saved your life, boy.
That's good.
You owe us your life.
He
You will come with us.
What? He
No,
sprints off at that.
No, I
Whatever-
grabbed his arm.
He tries to run then, and is restrained, and whatever sort of trust you had built is lost.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Jonan comes over and diffuses the situation. Kura, let him go. He will be fine. Let's go that way. We don't need we don't need to worry about a boy anyways.
Please don't take me back.
You're good. Run. Go. Be
He's not
safe.
gonna be.
Kura face
free.
palms and says, I'm not saving you again. And I let go.
As you let go, he trips with the axe in his hand.
Oh, God, come on.
He rolls in that one and he dies.
But did not fall.
Okay.
And he's
All right. Well, I go to help him up, and as I'm helping him up, I show him I tell him he needs to pay attention to me for a second,
okay.
and I show him the handshake that the lizard guys showed me.
Okay.
I was like, if you encounter a group of lizard folk, first, don't panic. They're my friends. Second, show them this handshake. Okay.
I forgot about the handshake. Good job.
He nods and proceeds to bolt in the opposite direction, hopefully towards Arima.
Bye.
All right.
Dead.
Bye, little boy.
Way longer
He
than
just saved him from 3 serpents and he's going to die in the
What was his name? Shane? Bye, Shane.
I never asked his name.
I know. Well, no, I think we did last time, but I think we all forgot.
Okay, move forward.
All right,
Now we're going on.
we march forward.
Okay. Under the shadow of darkness, you set off along the path that the boy pointed out.
Boy.
Boy.
And,
I thought Ben was going to say, do you know the way?
And
Excuse me.
the way
to it,
Man, that meme is so 2018.
Boy, do you know the way
Excuse me, boy. Do you know the way?
Boy.
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 Do you know
the way, boy?
All right.
The three companions are just yelling "boy" in different ways as they're walking.
We
the
sound like
path.
old guys. We're just talking about dead
traumatized by
names.
running away.
yeah. Well, as the three of you that aren't you, but your characters, as the three of you head off, the fog begins to grow thick again, and it makes it a little difficult to see your surroundings. But even the sounds of the marsh don't seem to carry as far. You follow the trail for about an hour before it begins to fade in the mud. As you come to the last set of recognizable landscape, you find a large, hollowed-out tree covered in moss and a fork in the trail.
Does the tree look dead?
Does it look rotten? I inspect the tree.
It does look mushy and not alive-ish, apart from the micro biomes that exist on top of it.
Oh, no.
Gross.
Do you see these microbiomes?
Yeah, it's
So
like
just
moss
on
and
this
stuff. I was
tree.
just looking for some fancy way to say moss and mushrooms and things of that nature.
And mushroom and moss is a very good tree.
Jonan immediately seeing a choice in path said, "Hey, left where it last time."
I go right. I
You
just
start
start
going-
right. Yeah.
Wait,
I follow the guy with the shield.
Ah, you guys, I follow them.
Okay, hang on one second. Passive perception is blue.
And
Yeah. Wow. Okay, there it goes. Okay.
Mine's 11.
As you guys are passing, no, you should be 13, Ben, unless your character sheet is wrong. As you guys are passing by, well, actually, I don't know where you each are moving. I should ask this first. So Joshua is moving along the right path. Jonan wants to move along the left path.
Joshua started moving, then Kura followed, so I would be in the back, and I go, because I wanted to go left because that's my favorite direction. So I started following them because I don't want to be alone either.
Okay.
Scary.
As you all pass by this hollow tree, something glinting in the moonlight catches your eye, Kura, inside the hollow of the tree.
What is my...
I inspect.
There is something
just
glinting
stop
in
him.
the moonlight in the hollow of the tree.
I grab the glint.
You're
so you
reaching.
stop, you walk off to the tree.
You never
I
grab
say,
stuff in D&D.
hold it. I see
Okay.
something. Something wrong.
Something
I go-
wrong.
I go inspect the glint.
It's a glint.
Wow, this looks like a glint. Don't know what the glint is exactly. I grab what? What is a glint? A shiny?
Yeah, shiny thing.
Yeah,
I
like
grab the shiny.
So you
Oh.
reach your hand into the hollow.
Wait, how big is this hollow?
It's at least the
Just where, like,
size of your
of
arm.
your hand. Yeah.
Well, how deep is it in there?
You probably wouldn't be able to, like, it's arm's length, the glint.
Oh, how hollow is this tree?
It's a very large tree. You'd think it's about 8 feet in diameter.
Well, playing D&D with you last time, I remember what happened when somebody stuck their arm in.
Stuck an arm in it. Yeah.
That was an obvious trap. All right.
Took the whole
This
damn-
may or may not be an obvious trap.
I turn on my flashlight and point it into the.
Good one.
Wait, I pressed the digitation a light in there so I can see. Can I press the digitation? A light?
I'm gonna point this out because I think it's way more fun.
You could light it
Ben
on
totally
fire.
already cannoned. Ben totally already cannoned that he stuck his arm
I
in the
know.
tree.
I heard it.
Oh come on! It was way more fun.
Yeah.
Well, Tanner didn't tell me how deep it was. Yeah. So it's I think I can make you can make a light with prestidigitation, right?
I mean,
Shower of sparks.
yeah, you could light the tree on fire. Sure. Go ahead.
Try it, too.
Okay, I did it.
You did some sparks. You shot some sparks out at it.
Yeah, it was inside so I can see.
Okay. Yeah, you plume out some sparks in the area from which the glint comes, and it catches on some of the mosses and growth on the inside. But because everything is so damp, it doesn't really catch or affect anything much. So it goes out rather quickly. But inside, it just seems to be a bundle with a metal buckle around it.
I grab it
All
and
right.
try to pull it out.
I am going to tell you. I'm going to have to type in what you got for one thing, but
Yeah, my passive wisdom is perception is 11.
okay.
It's bad.
That's fine. It was relatively easy to see.
Look at glint.
Okay, look, a glint.
I inspect the tree. Look at the tree.
I would
This
like
is
to
a
look
nice
at the
tree.
glade.
I
Do
would
you know
like
the way to see the glade?
to look at the tree.
Okay. All right. So
Like
inside,
my brother.
you pull out basically a canvas wrapping with a silver buckle attached to the outside of it that's holding it closed.
I open it.
All right. Inside, you find 10 gold pieces and a note that I'm going to share with you, which I have to type out.
Aha.
Look, somebody left a note.
Are you just writing it in roll 20?
Yep.
Wonder what it says.
So read it out loud. I look over at Kura doing this and I say, "Hey, what does that say?"
Just a moment.
Just a moment while I remember how to read.
Let me.
Yes, to translate it.
Yes, it. Just a minute. I'm reading it. La 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 la.
All right, Ben, you should
La la la.
have it
La la la
in
la.
your handouts.
Oh,
Serious note.
And remember,
Ah.
you do not have to read out notes that you get. You may decide to, or you may keep it for yourself.
This sounds like a treasure map. It's into the coral, the second bed, beneath the post where the candle led. Lift the board and find the clue that leads to 3, as this to 2. 2. Haha, it said 2. I don't make that joke.
Cannon!
yeah, sorry.
Dang it.
Now your arm's gone.
I have to be a different character. Yeah. So I share it with them. Into the coral, the second bed, beneath the post where the candle led. Lift the board and find the clues that leads to 3, as this to 2.
Can you share the handout with us so I don't have to write all that down?
No.
I make a copy.
Well,
Of
wouldn't
the-
we be able to access? Jonah says, "Can I see that?" No, give me the handout.
Wait,
if he decides to give it to you, I will delete it from his inventory and give it to you.
Oh my goodness! All right, just
Okay,
keep-
let's make Tanner delete it around. I mean, just ask me when you want to know, but it sounds
yeah.
like do I recognize like the buckle or is there anything specific about the canvas?
Nope, it was just something that glinted.
huh?
Into the coral, the second bed, beneath the post where the candle led. Lift the board and find the clue that leads to 3, as this is 2. Coral is capitalized. So it
Oh,
may not mean.
I just remembered. Coral means left.
It may not mean coral in the seabed. It may mean coral, or it might the second bed of coral.
Can I see?
This sounds like a treasure map. Yeah,
can I
I show
like?
it to him.
Can I look? No, I don't want to see the map. Can I look
I
down
hold
both
it and let him
paths and
move it.
see what's at the end of either one?
You don't have night vision, do you?
I do not, but can I see far enough to? Can I? Okay, how about this? Can I hear water off in the distance?
You can pretty much hear water all around in some form or fashion. What specifically about water? are you looking
Okay,
for?
so coral. I feel like everybody would know that coral is in the ocean, so I'm listening for a bigger body of water,
No, you
not just
Oh well,
not just
yes.
marsh sounds.
You roll perception for me, please.
15.
With a 15, yes, you do hear moving water in the distance.
Which way?
Forward. So basically both ways.
Oh. Guys, I think we should just not go on any path and go straight behind the tree to find the treasure.
I'm not going to take a detour to find a treasure when there are people who do this.
Kura nods and says, "I need to find out about this hobgoblin."
Yeah,
Well-
Joshua nods and points to Kura and says, "Yeah, he has a name to clear."
Well, let's continue then. Maybe we can check this out after. Gives him the pat.
I hand the mysterious note to Jonan and I say, "It's not really my cup of tea, anyways."
Oh, I'm always up for adventure. I put it in my bag. Now I have the note.
Oop, I showed it to everyone on accident. Oh well. And there we go. You also can edit this, which means you can scribble whatever you want on it and fuck it up for others. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, so that should be in your inventory now. You are in possession of the mysterious note riddle.
What time is it?
What time is it in game? It's probably it's after midnight. You know that much because the moon has passed its apex.
Okay, we continue. I continue.
All
Let's
right.
go. Let's go.
Okay, so what is your marching order? Kura heading?
No, I'm not first. I'm letting Joshua walk first.
Okay. Joshua,
Shield
Kura,
boy.
Jonan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You continue over the right trail as the pale, nearly full moon traces over its apex. The fog is so dense that you can now feel it in your lungs. Ahead, you hear the sound of flowing water.
I think we continue.
Okay.
Yep.
The strips of dry land has carried you through the marsh so far, but the river, the canast, ahead won't offer that convenience. As you near the edge of the canast, you can clearly see the remnants of a bridge that likely spanned the 60 feet of deep water just yesterday. While the water isn't turbulent here, it does flow by steadily as it reaches out to sea.
Can we see coral?
You're looking down in the river for coral?
Yes.
Roll perception.
Six.
With a 6 and no night vision, or dark vision, you do not see down into the canast. The most likely culprit being the darkness of night and the fact that it doesn't look like the canast is see-throughable, transparent. It is quite opaque with mud and dirt rolling through it. as it passes by.
Where does the path continue?
Across the broken bridge to the
Oh,
other
there's
side.
a broken bridge.
Yes.
How broken is it?
Yeah. How?
It is 60 feet broken.
Is it 60 feet? Oh, that's a big bridge.
So it was a 60-foot long bridge. You only have the two end pieces, one here and one where the path continues across the way. And whatever remnants that were likely nearby have been washed away by the canast out to sea.
But the framework is still in place, though.
The framework on this edge of the bank and the other edge of the bank. But the framework does not cross. Nor do you see any sort of remnants reaching out. Now, if you do look towards this...
So it's not like a rope bridge, it's like an actual structure.
It was an actual structure, yes. But you do see, basically in the middle of the river, pylons that it was likely stacked on to brace itself in the middle and not collapse in on itself.
But there's 60 feet of it missing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out a 30-foot board, and
Yes, and where does that come from?
my bag of holding. All right.
30 foot of bullshit?
I look at my companions, and Jonan says, "Maybe we should go left along the river to find a way across."
Does this river look swimmable, or you said the current is... How strong is the current?
It's relatively steady. You wouldn't know unless you tested it.
And is it like... Are we standing at the water's edge, or is it like a ravine? Like, is it like...
You probably...
What's the bridge situation look
You're
like?
about 5 foot, so it's about a 5-foot drop to the water. If you stand on the edge of the bank.
Do I have rope that long?
You usually only have 30 feet, I think. 20, 30 feet.
Oh,
Or 50
not
feet,
even close.
No. But you would have that noted in your pack.
Okay, so how far away are the pylons?
30
Support
feet
this.
out.
In the middle.
Are they the same level as the bridge? Or are they underneath it?
They seem to be broken off. They're shards of wood, basically sticking barely above water level. One of them slightly, maybe a foot or two higher than the other.
Can I roll knowledge of rivers?
You can roll.
Is that survival?
I'll do a history check on this river.
You can do a history
if it's
check
got
on it,
anything notable about it, I might know.
Yeah, me too.
You can help. So
I
it'll be Cody's will be at advantage. Sorry, Joshua's will be at advantage.
I have +5.
I have +6.
All right, so
Okay,
Joshua's at advantage. So 24 for Joshua.
Yeah.
You do know that the canast is known for being a pretty standard river until you get until it comes in from the coast a few hundred miles. It pretty much stays the same width. Being as you are from really close to the coastline, it's likely between 60 and 100 feet at any point from here up until you get north a few days.
In depth?
Width.
Width. Okay.
As far as depth-wise, you would know with a 24 that it's very deep within that distance as well.
Okay. I relay that to my companions. I tell them it's about 100 feet side to side, all the way down to the coast. It's also pretty deep. There's not any shallow spots.
Maybe we should swim across.
I mean, what?
How much rope do we have?
I don't have any.
No one has any rope.
Maybe.
Pretty sure rope comes with my venturing kit.
I think it does.
I think it should, but I didn't write it down for whatever reason.
We are stopped dead in our tracks by a river. But you said it's a pretty standard river.
Yeah, it's not. It's flowing, and it's a pretty steady flow, but it's not rapids. It's not. It doesn't look like it's going to pull you under. It's just going to be difficult to get across. Should you decide to swim it, or maybe use one of the trees nearby to carve a boat.
Can we see anything around?
Yeah, if you look upstream, you do see a very large cypress tree.
Well, let's go down the tree.
Does the tree branch reach across the water in 100 feet?
Well, it's only 60 feet here.
60.
The width. Yes, actually, the tree is 72. Well, you wouldn't know exactly the length, but it's pretty tall, and it looks like it might reach.
Oh, did you measure?
Oh, I say, guys, I'm an excellent climber. I'm gonna try to go do this.
I let him.
I just stare at him.
Yeah.
Okay, I run over to the tree and climb up it to the branch that
one
looks like it
eyebrow
will go
popped.
across.
You do what? Sorry.
I go over to the tree and climb up to the branch, which looks like it would go all the way across if I was good.
That's a big tree.
I think he's
climb
saying
up the trees. Like as you stare at this thing, you notice that the branches are few and far between that stretch out far. It looks like this tree has seen better days. There are no leaves or anything on it.
I climb it.
You do so, and I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check for me, please.
Athletics is climbing?
Yes, it is.
What is acrobatics for? Just so I know. Oh, 15. That's not too bad.
Maneuvering through things, jumping across buildings. It's usually speedy chases, things that require more dexterity than strength.
Dang it. Okay, I should have. All right, go ahead.
With a 15, you do manage to climb up. As you do so, one of the branches that you step on snaps and plummets to the ground, but you have enough footing and hand positions that you are able to stable yourself and get about 50 feet up to get a purview over the land.
And I'm stable. I'm on like a tree branch at this point.
You are stable. You're holding on to hollows and branches enough to where.
How's his dark vision look up there?
It doesn't, because he doesn't have it.
All right, but can I see anything of note? Okay, can I look out across the river?
Roll perception for me. Actually, how far does your regular vision? Is that, well, it's dark. You might get 30 feet, I think is what you can see.
I'm looking for in
Probably
specific
30,
for any
because we
light
get
sources
60
as
for
well.
dark vision.
Is there no light sources that I can see, maybe?
There are not.
Okay. Well, I use my perception. I roll a 16.
Across the way, you're only really able to make out shadows of light and dark and not anything specifically. But you do notice movement on the other bank.
Oh, never mind. It's him.
Um,
Are we gonna be at this river all night?
Jonan, yeah.
I'm waiting for him to get out of the tree.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a report.
Noticing the movement. Jonan.
Hey, who's that? Who's over there?
Jonan looks like, while still holding onto the tree, looks back at his companion. Hey, I see something!
The movement noticeably picks up across the way.
At what point do we see it? Like, did he point?
Yeah, well, kind
We could
of.
see him in the tree, I would imagine.
You would,
with our
unless
dark
you're
vision?
trying to look in a specific direction and you're scouting out as well. At this point, the only thing that you're paying attention to is Jonan being very loud out over the darkness.
And then do I see? I mean, so the tree branch is not large enough to go across the water, huh?
No, the tree is tall. The branches are relatively short. You
Okay,
might get
well,
15 feet across the river with those.
I
That's if
climb
you-
back.
Go ahead.
Jonan, come back down. I call up to him.
Yeah, I was gonna climb back down after yelling and tell him that, hey, I keep note of where I saw the movement and walk back down.
Okay.
Walk.
When he gets down, I'm going to take my greaves and I'm going to check the soil underneath the tree.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were going to face check him. Okay. Take a grieve off. Ka-brunk. So weird that it's a foot object instead of a hand thing, but all right. To each his own.
I take my glove off and slap him.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so you just basically are pressing your heel into the ground to check the softness of the dirt. The dirt being this close to the water is rather damp, and of course, because it is in the marsh, anything moves more easily than it typically would on more solid, dry ground. You sink in a good 6 inches before, like, with minimal force.
Okay. I look to Kura and I gesture towards the tree.
I smile and nod,
All right.
Jonan goes, "What's happening?"
and I assist.
Yep. We're going to push the tree over.
All right. I need a feat of strength from you. Athletics.
That's a higher strength. I think my athletics is going to be highest.
Well, that's what it would be.
-1
regardless.
athletics.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize I had no strength. I'm literally -1.
21.
With assistance between the two of you, you begin to push, and you feel the roots catching behind you, and they start to give way. The dirt, the mud, and soil around the tree begin to crack, and the tree groans as the roots that hang over the riverbank begin to dip down in, and it starts to slowly tilt. And then it begins to tilt faster.
Oh, I jump off.
And then it,
You're on it?
well, you guys are pushing it. I see what he's saying.
Oh,
Pushing so
right.
the roots were gonna. Once the roots started picking us up, I'm like, I'm out.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would step back too.
It falls down, and you can see this towering tree, over 70 feet tall, crash down onto the other side. The tip of it, the 12 feet or so that overhang on the other side, cracks off, and the edge dips down into the other riverbank, partially in the water. It reaches most of the way across, but you have about 20 feet that it does not get to the other side with, because it's dipped down into the water.
That's better than what we were at before.
Well done, guys.
At this point, you all see a torch being lit across the way and moving in the opposite direction.
Whenever we felled the tree, after we pushed it down, I elbowed Joshua and I was like, "We should have left him in there."
Just jumped across.
And then I start walking, or I start going across the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this does require an acrobatics check.
Fucking hate it.
Jonan's kind
Dude,
of
remember when I rolled my character? Okay, I have a 9 strength and a 13 dex. So a -1 and a +1.
There you go.
Oh.
Would we have a better chance at this if we moved at half speed?
If you were trying to concentrate and move very, very slowly, I will give you advantage.
Yes. No, it's the same damn thing.
All right, what is your
rolled-
order marching across this?
I
First
rolled
off?
2 5s.
Great.
Well, I made the joke and then I started heading.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
Kura
would have been
first,
following. I would have been following him.
followed by Joshua, and then
I'm guessing I wouldn't have stayed there.
Yep, so you move last. All right, what was... I need Joshua, all right, and Jonan's roll?
Oh, dang
Yep,
it.
nope. I guess I'll take my second roll at that point, right?
Halfling
Or
one.
do I need to roll again?
No, you'd have to roll again.
Well, that's much better. 23.
And I have a 5.
Wait, I don't even see your second roll.
Mine?
Yeah,
It came across as a... Really?
yeah, didn't roll.
Is it 23?
I see a 1.
What? Oh, wait,
Wait, you don't
Josh,
see
you
your second one? His second
or-
one's a 23 and an 8.
Cody, you see that? Yeah, exactly. See? Boom.
Wow, that's
rolled
weird.
it. Yours is lagging? I guess.
I don't think so because the stream's fine. All right, that's fine. I believe you. So 23.
Yes.
As you're all walking across, you're moving at a rather slow pace, but excuse me, Kura, your foot falls through a rotting part of the tree, and you lose your balance and begin to totter in.
Wait.
Can I?
Wait. I can save face. If I fail a check or save, I get a bonus of nearby allies, max of +5. So there's 2 allies.
Pretty sure you
So
would have
I
had to
rolled
tell me before the outcome
7.
happened.
No,
Well,
it
but he
says if
wouldn't know
I
if he
miss an
failed.
attack or I fail a check save. So that I have to say that after.
He wouldn't know it failed until.
I wouldn't say, hey, I'm if I fail this, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. All right. So what does it do?
I get +2. 7.
You still totter in.
All right. Can I roll a dexterity, an attribute check to like grab him or something?
I will let you do a. Yeah, I'll let you roll a straight dex save.
Straight dex.
Yep.
Okay.
Please save me.
Oh boy, you're going for a swim.
Please save me.
11.
You reach out and you're able to grab on to the back of his clothes, but your hand doesn't fully close on them before he falls into the water and begins washing away.
I start swimming.
Yeah,
This
I'll
is-
swim to the other side.
This is about 30 feet in, so you need to be swimming 30 feet from here. At this point, what do Jonan and Joshua? What are you guys doing?
Wait. Which way is the water going?
You are
Away
flowing
from the tree?
south, away from the tree.
Oh, okay.
Well, regardless of what direction it's flowing, you'd be going
Well,
away
if I
from the
fell
tree.
off on this side.
Oh
and
no, it's the worst side.
Okay. I fell off down towards.
Yeah,
The unfriendly side.
you fell off downstream.
Okay.
Jonan looks to Joshua and says, "Well, it was nice knowing him," and keeps walking down the tree.
And so you just kind of try and maneuver within his space, go between his legs, and you keep walking down. Jonan is leading the charge across the tree. Are the two of you moving to the other side?
I'm just gonna check something real fast.
Okay.
Yeah, an explorer pack comes with 50 foot of hempen rope.
Nice.
Okay.
I thought that was in my pack.
No.
If anyone started with, we should have really went over this earlier, but I wanted to push a tree over because that's like my favorite thing.
I don't think we even gave that enough recognition of like how amazing that was.
Yeah, that was a lot of strength. That was a good
fucking
roll.
like push down a fucking tree.
That was pretty much an 18.
Yeah, I mean, we just looked at each other and we're like, we're doing this.
I was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be cool.
All right,
right,
so what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take out that rope. We really should have went over the packs that our characters start with. I start with an explorer pack.
Mhm.
It has bedrolls, torches, etc.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take out some of that rope and
Let's sue him.
yeah, no, I need something to weigh down the end. I'm gonna tie it to a torch, so that's gonna consume a torch.
Okay, so you tie it
And
to a
I'm gonna,
torch.
yeah, and then I'm gonna just hurl that at him.
Okay. So you toss it in his direction downstream. Roll to hit,
All right.
Nice.
I guess. Do, whatever your add to strength is. So 1d20 plus your strength, plus
I'm
your...
just gonna do a throwing axe.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
19.
Yeah. So it gets out and it lands right next to your shoulder downstream a ways. Kura,
grab
you are able to reach out and grab it, and you do so.
Oh,
need to
sweet.
roll. You just
Okay.
grab it.
Okay.
At this point, he's probably about 20 feet down.
Okay. He takes it. How strong is this current?
You're trying to gauge whether or not you
Standard.
could pull him in?
I don't need to pull him in. I just need him to not wander off.
I mean,
I need to be able to hold on to it while I walk.
in the time that you were able to tie that to the lasso or tie that to the rope, he's gone 20 feet. So it's not super fast, but it is problematic.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to slow myself to a crawl and help him get across.
Okay.
I'm going to be moving 5 feet across the log.
So you are just holding him and moving to where he can move with you as you go across.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing the side stroke.
All right. As you guys get about halfway across the river, you hear
Cool.
as 2 bolts make their way across. Jonan, you're up front, correct?
Yes, I would have walked past him.
All right. You are hit in the shoulder by a bolt. And you
Damn.
take 4 damage.
All right.
Does he fall in the water?
He does not
Yeah,
fall in
where's-
the water.
Where's my character?
Oh, I don't have you. Yeah, you'll just have to do it on your sheet.
All right, that's fine.
I can actually probably move you guys over to...
That's cool. I got it.
Okay.
Do I see where it comes from?
Yeah, across the river.
Straight at you.
I say they're saying, hey, back.
I don't know if there's any way I can.
At this point, I would like you guys to roll some initiative.
Oh, cool.
What's that? I don't understand.
Some initiative.
Wow. All right. Hold up.
I got a honking 7.
Oh, there's a 17. I wouldn't have fell over.
You said 17, Kura?
Yes. Hey, so a ritual spell, do I need to put that in my spell book to cast it, or can I just cast it?
I believe you need to put it in your spellbook. It's still something that you need to have documented. Though after you cast it, you could remove it from your spellbook on a long rest and replace it with something else.
Oh, okay, I did that.
No, because your last long rest was last night, and then you summoned the hawk. So it's currently in your spellbook.
Okay, I have to trade out a spell.
All right. Yep. Okay. Joshua, what was your initiative?
A big old 7.
Okay. Jonan, what was your initiative?
12.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. At this point, you see this action happening, Kura. What do you do?
I see him get shot by an arrow.
Yes, you do.
Can I see the people doing the shooting?
You can try to see them across the way if you'd like to roll a perception for me.
I'm going to do that too, to be honest, if I get the chance.
Okay, yeah, you can do so on your turn.
Nat 20. I see everything.
Yes, well, you don't see everything, but you do see 2 figures across the way, both of them holding crossbows. They both seem to be humans.
Can I fire off a spell at him?
Not from your current position without letting go of the rope completely. And then you would take disadvantage.
How close am I to swimming and making it?
You are still 30 feet away from the edge.
I think
Do
if
I,
you
like,
use an action.
How long would it take for me to swim there? Would it take the whole combat to swim there?
It would take your movement.
Like halved?
Swimming, I believe, is, yes, half movement.
If you use your movement and your action, I think you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to yell at them. Also serving as, like a distraction. There's 2 with crossbows. And then I swim off.
All right, so you use your action and your movement, and you are able to make it to the bank. You are unable to climb up at this point, the 5-foot embankment, but you are able to make it to the edge. Okay. At this point, we go to one of the figures across the way, who loads up another crossbow, and you hear shook, and it skims by you, Jonan, and lands in the water nearby.
There's a gun for you, my dude.
I would say so.
Joshua burps behind you. This is gun boy.
No, that was my burp.
It is Joshua's turn.
Nope. I rolled a 12.
Oh, Jonan's
Yes,
turn.
Jonan's
Yeah,
turn.
sorry. Too many J's.
Can I?
You guys.
Since I didn't get a chance to see them a second ago, can I see them?
You've been able to kind of trace their movements by marking where they were knowingly. I would say you could roll perception and advantage to see if you can see them.
I rolled an 18.
Yes, you are able to make out their figures in the darkness.
Ha!
But only when the moon kind of casts a light over them. You're only able to see silhouettes.
All right. Is the moon casted right now?
Sure.
All right. I just pull out my longbow and fire at one of the ones that's closest to me. They're within 120 feet, right?
Yes. So out here on this log, they're basically like 30, 40 feet away from you at this point. Out here on this log, you balance and brace yourself and pull back on your longbow. Because of your positioning, I need you to roll that at disadvantage, please.
Okay. Out here on the log. Okay. Wait. How far am I from the edge of the?
30 feet.
And I have to swim.
Yeah, you have about 10 feet left of the log or of the tree that you felled,
And 20 feet.
and 20 feet of swimming across.
All right. I use my an action and my entire movement to get across onto the bank. I should be able to get onto the bank with that.
Yes, you are able to. So you begin moving forward, and you, well, just like Kura. Well, no, because you're running, this is 30, 20 feet normal movement, 20 feet regular, and now you have 20 more feet of movement. So yes, you are able to make it up to the embankment with another 10 feet of movement left.
Right,
at which
hold on
point,
just a second.
I will bring you up on the map. Bloop, 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 pew.
Oh, sound effects, nice.
Yep, and actually they're going to be...
Okay. So I am going to. Oh, nice. We got some mappage here.
There we go. All right. So yes, in front of you are two humans firing arrows at you and your party.
All right. I move 10 feet this way when I'm on the bank. With my last remaining 10, and I use action surge to fire at this one that's closest to me with my longbow.
Okay, you fire at the one to your left. I believe that's going to be under your range. No, because it's 0 to 6. Yeah, okay, you should be fine.
Okay. And I attack.
All
And
right.
I roll a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Damn, that was a 19. Okay. 5.
All right. You pull back on your longbow. It flies forward, and the arrow sticks right in this person's leg. He screams out in pain, but manages to hold on to his crossbow.
Darn.
Yep. And now it is Joshua's turn.
All right. So how far am I away from the bank?
So at this point, you are 30 feet from the bank.
All right. That's correct. Yeah, I'm just gonna clear the rest of the distance.
Okay. You manage to get to the other embankment. Kura has already swum forward, so as you're moving, you are wrapping up your rope and bringing back up your torch, which will need to dry out before attempting to use it. You make it across and are at the 5-foot embankment on the other side.
Okay.
So that is, if you want to get to that 5-foot embankment, you using your action and your bonus action. Or your
Okay.
movement and your action, sorry.
Okay. When I get to that bank, I'm going to hunker behind it.
Okay. You brace yourself against the current, holding on to the roots from the other side, and that will end your turn. The person that you shot, Jonan, moves away to the other side of a little stream of water flowing off the canast. From this position, he knocks back his crossbow and takes another shot at you. $15 is your AC?
Yep.
What is his extra?
All
All right.
no,
He knocks.
13 is my AC because I don't have my shield on.
Okay. That makes a difference. So he shoots, and the bolt comes flying towards you and hits you in the left leg.
Of course.
You take 7 points of damage.
Nice. All right.
All right. And that will end his turn. And it is now Kura's turn.
Kura fires off a chill touch.
Chill touch.
Oh, it's chilly, baby.
It's chilly, baby.
It's chilly, baby.
All right, shoot that sheesh.
15 plus 5.
That'll hit. Which one are you going for? The one that just shot Jonan and fled, or the one, the other one?
The farther one. Yeah, the one that fled.
There you go. All right, so you're about 15, 20 feet away from the others. You're shooting at the other one, the one that's closer to you?
The one that fled.
The one that fled.
Okay.
The ranged one. I'm going for.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to let them deal with the melee.
He's within your line of sight.
Okay. 6 damage.
You don't have to roll a hit.
No, I did.
He did. 15
I
plus
rolled-
5.
Oh,
15
yeah, that
plus
hits.
5.
That hits. 6 damage?
6 damage.
All right. So as you released this spectral ice hand from your fist, it flies forward, and really as he's running away, catches him square in the back. And you see the ice spread from its fingertips, and him freeze up, and then fall to the ground.
Dead.
I don't see that, but I would compliment Kura if I did.
All right, Kura, do you do anything else?
I get my shield out because I have one now.
The wooden
That's right.